Welcome back to Football Insights, where we talk about football-related issues concerning transfers, player profile, and other football matters. So make sure you follow us on IG, football_insights. On TikTok, it is football_insights or footy insights 1 on TikTok. On Threads, the same as football_insights. So this is your transfer video because, of course, I have been, so to speak, lazy lately. I have not been uploading lately, but I have been very busy. That is why I have not been uploading. But I'm done. So we'll quick start with what has happened. Tons has happened. Tons of news. We have tons of news to cover today. Quickly, let's move to Chelsea. Chelsea, a lot is happening at Chelsea. One news about Chelsea is that it is a breaking news. The news broke out on Saturday evening that one director at Chelsea has left the club with an immediate effect. And this is a technical director. Who is this guy? Florian Plettenberg. Let's go. Yes, Christopher Vivell has left Chelsea immediately as first pair colleague Nathan Gizen. He was in charge as a technical director since December. So he was employed in December. And then he is leaving in May. So he's a technical director. That is Christopher Vivell. He's moving, or he has left the club with an immediate effect. And then third place to Nathan Gizen. Nathan Gizen is a top journalist who works for Dimasio, the big man. Massive shout out to Dimasio, the big man. So Nathan Gizen first called this news that Christopher Vivell has left the club as a technical director. Apparently, there are issues with the new sporting directors. That is Lawrence Stewart and Paul Westanley, and then Joe Shields. All these directors. Christopher Vivell feels that, especially the Joao Felix, though, he feels that his opinions are not being taken too serious, and hence why he has moved, or he has moved on. So this is what we have on Christopher Vivell. He has left Chelsea. Let's quickly move to Chelsea proper. What is happening at Chelsea? Blockbuster news broke out Saturday afternoon. I am very, very happy for this news because he is my countryman. Who am I talking to? Mohamed Kudus. David Ornstein. Let's go. Exclusive. Chelsea have made contacts with Ajax to express interest in signing Mohamed Kudus. No offer yet, but dialogue has taken place. 22-year attacking midfield amongst options Chelsea considering, plus agreement close on personal terms. Blockbuster deal. Mohamed Kudus. I will be very, very happy for Mohamed Kudus to move to Chelsea. Honestly, I will be very, very, very happy as a Ghanaian one, and then as a Chelsea fan, because I feel Mohamed Kudus has the potential to move to some of the big European teams. Ajax is not his level. Don't get me wrong, Ajax is a big club, but Ajax is not Mohamed Kudus' level. He has to move to one of the big European teams, and then Chelsea are currently pursuing him. And then there are a lot of Chelsea fans who are not happy, so to speak, about the Mohamed Kudus deal, because one, their reason is that Chelsea are chasing Ryan Cherki, and then therefore Ryan Cherki has to move to Chelsea rather than Mohamed Kudus. I don't know why they think like that. Don't get me wrong, Ryan Cherki is a brilliant player. He's an attacking midfield, a young player, 19 years, who plays for France. He's an Algerian too. He has not, chosen his national team yet, but currently he's a French player or French Algerian player, very, very good player. But I feel you cannot say that Mohamed Kudus should move to Brighton and go and gain more experience whilst you are advocating for Ryan Cherki to come to Chelsea. Because Ryan Cherki and Mohamed Kudus, if we are to weigh experience in top flight European football, this is Mohamed Kudus and this is Ryan Cherki. World Cup, Champions League, you saw him. World Cup, you saw him. What is Ryan Cherki's experience as an attacking midfielder? So don't disrespect Mohamed Kudus. He has an experienced one in the Champions League and then in the World Cup. The only problem here is his injury, records. It doesn't look so good at all. That is a fact. It doesn't look so good at all. But there are always a way to go by this injury issues. Currently, Chelsea are looking for a midfielder. The reason why Chelsea are going for Mohamed Kudus is that they are looking for a midfielder who can play as a 10, as a central midfielder, as a winger, and then as a false nine. Because the striker market is a bit toxic right now, because when you move to a striker, they are quoting 100 million, 120 million, and all of that. So Chelsea doesn't want to go in for a top striker. Even though I still believe they will go in for a top striker, but they are, contemplating, because they have Christopher Nkunku right now. They have Nicholas Jackson. So if they bring in Mohamed Kudus, he can play as a winger, as a central midfielder, as an attacking midfielder, and then as a false nine. So he can play in 4 positions. Very, very utility player. So Kudus to Chelsea, I support it as a Ghanaian, and then as a Chelsea fan, I think Kudus has more experience than Ryan Cherki. Ryan Cherki is a great player, don't get me wrong, but Kudus will be suitable for Chelsea. So let's talk about Lukaku, the big don, the Lukaku. Lukaku's move to Juventus. It seems like there is some level of how do I even call it? Some level of a problem. We have a problem. We have a problem. Mohamed Romelu Lukaku's move to Juventus. We have a problem. So news broke out that Romelu Lukaku's move to Juventus has been has collapsed, because Juventus are not finding a suitable club for Dusan Vlahovic. Mind you, Juventus said that before they can buy Lukaku, or before they will move for Lukaku, Dusan Vlahovic has to move from Juventus. Hence why they were negotiating with PSG for Dusan Vlahovic. So news came out that the move has collapsed, and then he has called the Inter Milan directors, begging for how do we call it, forgiveness and all of that. Lukaku replied on IG, but I don't have the IG post right now, but I will put it on the screen as you can read. He was saying something like, when they talk more about you and then they don't get you, they start to lie. That is what Lukaku literally said. So this is what Lukaku said on IG. I don't have it right now as I'm doing the video, but as you can see on the screen, this is what Lukaku said. So Nicola Balesi have something for us concerning Lukaku's, this saga that he has called Inter Milan for forgiveness and all of that. Nicola, let's go. Lukaku didn't apologize, and for now, he doesn't think about returning to Inter Milan with his head down. But to define the transfer to Juve, the transfer of Vlahovic must be unlocked, not just a detail. So the transfer for Dusan Vlahovic should, materialize before Lukaku can come to Juventus. That is what Juventus said. But hey, the Bianconeris, just 40 million is not, it's not too hard for Juventus. Ciao, Bianconeris. Eh? How do we even call four in Italian or in Italiano? How do we even call it? I know 10 in Italian is 10, and then 4 is quattro. So Bianconeris, 4 10 or quattro 10. Bianconeris, just pay the 40 million. 40 million is not a money for Juventus. I know you have some problems financially, and hence why UEFA have even banned Juventus from participating in the Conference League. So this is what we have on Lukaku, and according to Nicola Balesi, Lukaku has not apologized to Inter Milan for forgiveness. So we are still at Chelsea. Let's move to Caicedo. What is happening at Caicedo currently? Brighton wants 100 million. I think it's a bit ridiculous to ask for 100 million for Caicedo. They want 100 million. Chelsea are ready to pay 85 million plus add-ons included. Brighton are not willing to accept that. Even if they will accept that, they would like Chelsea to pay a huge sums of that money upfront. So let's say 70 million upfront, and then the rest will be add-ons or the rest will be paid in installments. And then if Chelsea are able to, involve Levi Colwill in the deal, I think Brighton will leave Caicedo, but Levi Colwill is not for sale. Brighton, Tony Bloom, Levi Colwill is not for sale. He is not for sale. We are not going to sell Levi Colwill to Brighton. Just leave one Moise Caicedo. You got 85 million. Come on, bro. 85 million is good. 85 million is good. So we have a news about Caicedo. This is a news about Caicedo. Chelsea and Moses Caicedo's side were not upset with the words of Roberto De Zerbi. This is absolutely normal in the communication of managers, especially with a big deal like this. Chelsea remains calm, and in a conversation with Brighton, it will continue in the next days. And this came from Fabrizio Romano that Roberto De Zerbi came out during the press conference. By the way, they are going to play with Chelsea in a match with Chelsea, or they are going to play a match with Chelsea. And then in his press conference, this is what he said. He said a whole lot, which we will not go through that. But Chelsea are not, upset. Caicedo is also not upset about the what Roberto De Zerbi said in his interview. So Caicedo deal is on. Apparently there are news circulating that Brighton is in US right now. That is where they are doing their preseason. So there is a news that Bernard Egbali, Paul Westanley, and Laurie Stewart will go to Brighton or will go and meet Brighton next week. So let's see if next week we'll have a breakthrough in the Caicedo deal. If you think next week will be the Caicedo week, just comment down below. Let me know your comment. Let me know what you think about this transfer windows or this transfer news I have brought to you. This is Football Insight. Make sure you follow us on IG, football_insights. On Twitter, it is Footy Insights. And then on, TikTok, it is Football Insights 1 or Footy Insights 1. On Tres, the same thing, football_insights. So this is your transfer rundown video for you. Thank you so much for your time. This award is for the fans. Peace.